Apparently TikTok is going to get banned. It's kind of crazy to see, like, that is our like biggest platform, and like that is where we make majority of our income. Don't be racist.
I don't want to get canceled.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it.
I don't want to get canceled.
Okay, I'm not the type to freak out. I'm someone who handles, like, I feel like my emotions pretty well in like high stress situations. But like someone telling me to like not freak out, I'm like started getting in my head a little bit.
Welcome to Beyond the Feed. Is that not it?
Literally, y'all, right before we started this, James was like, "You want me to start it?" And I was like, "Yeah, you you go ahead," because I always start it. And then he starts it and he completely forgets to like introduce. But it's okay. It's okay.
By now, what are we on? Episode 4 or something?
Yeah, this is episode 4.
By now, I think y'all know who we are. I mean, if
I
you
hope.
don't,
Probably not.
If you're new, welcome. I'm James. That's Kalia. This is Beyond the Feed podcast.
Welcome back, guys.
We've been slacking, but we're gonna get better at this.
We have, honestly, like, I think we picked probably the worst time, but yet the best time, but probably the worst time to start a podcast, just because we launched our podcast at the beginning of February, which is the beginning of when we started going on so many trips.
February was crazy.
Oh, we didn't have a single weekend free at all.
It just kept going back to back to back to back. And now we're midway through March, and I'm like...
Still haven't had a single weekend free at all.
We just came back from Belize.
Yeah.
And you got beat up.
I did. I got beat up before Belize and when we got back from Belize.
Oh, my goodness. Tell them about it. What happened?
Well, I guess by now, you guys have seen, because by now...
Maybe, and if not, go watch the Belize
Yeah, by now we've definitely... By now we've posted...
That was kind of crazy.
The Belize vlog and the scuba incident that happened. But yeah, so we went to Belize. It was my first time. James has gone a few times. As his hat, that's his hat he got while we were there. So cute. And so we went scuba diving, and this was my first time scuba diving. And
did you like scuba diving?
I did. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
It was definitely nerve-wracking. Like, and I kept saying, like, I've felt so nervous because, like, everyone's telling me don't be nervous.
Everybody's
like, just don't freak out.
Don't freak out.
Don't freak out while you're 40 feet underwater and possibly sharks swimming around you and you're breathing out of a little thing in your mouth 40 feet underneath the water.
Yeah.
But don't freak out. And I'm like, okay, I'm not the type to freak out. I'm someone who handles, like, I feel like my emotions pretty well in like high stress situations. But like someone telling me to like not freak out, I like started getting in my head a little bit. Like I was actually kind of nervous. Like I went from being super excited to like actually starting to get nervous about it before we left. And then when we were there, I was getting a little nervous about it. But I'm also the type, like, I'll be nervous and then as soon as I start, I'll be fine. So like once we started, I was fine. I get motion sickness really easily. And
some people they get motion sickness, they remember, like, you know, I don't want to get motion sickness, so I'm gonna take my Dramamine. Kalia only remembered because I said it.
No, okay.
We were on the boat. I was like, did you take Dramamine? She was like, oh!
That was the second day, though. The first day I took Dramamine and I was great. Like I didn't get nauseous like at all. The second day of scuba diving, I forgot, and I also stuffed my face for breakfast and ate literally several tacos, and I was so full. So, and then I took my Dramamine as soon as we got on the boat. By then, too late. Like I was already starting to get sick.
Yeah, it was done.
And James, you literally asked me because you saw my face, and you were like, you
face.
Look, yeah,
you looked like you needed help. You were like, I was like, bro, did you take Dramamine this morning?
Yeah.
And you didn't.
Yeah. So then I was getting nauseous while we were on the boat. We get out to the water where we're going to dive, and I was like, everyone was telling me, like, you go first, like you'll feel better once you get in the water. And I'm like, okay. So get my stuff on, get in the water. I felt like a little better getting in the water, but like the boat is still choppy and I'm still waiting for everyone else to get in the water. So by the time James gets in the water, I'm like, I start like kind of like burping.
Yeah, because it's really you got to get under the water, like just sitting on top with the waves. It's not gonna help.
Yes,
you got to get below the waves. You got to get underwater, but it didn't happen in time.
No.
Kalia started blowing chunks.
Ew, I hate when people use that term.
Really?
Yes. Why?
I don't know how
started
you saw
throwing
it,
up.
but I was right
No, it was
there. I was
bad.
like trying
He's
to
so
push it
sweet.
away. I was like, just so that she's not swimming in her own.
No, he was so
stuff.
sweet. And like we were with the whole group, y'all. It wasn't just our group. Like there was like probably how many other people on the boat that were
Like 10, 12.
Yeah, other people. And they're all like holding onto the line, just like probably watching me throw up. And I just had my back towards them and I was throwing up. And I told you, I was like, I'm done. Put me back on. Like, I'm done. And him and the other guy on the boat was like, I promise you, you're not going to feel good.
Worst thing
like, you're
is
going to
just
feel
to
worse.
stay on the boat.
I was like, oh my gosh. Okay, fine. Like let's just go underneath.
A trooper. A real trooper, because I was like, if that was me throwing up, I would be so mad.
I was.
I would be so done.
Oh, I was pissed. That's why I was like, no. I was like, I'm done. Like, you saw, like, I would literally was like, no. Like, I actually got pissed because I thought maybe I was gonna like, okay, it was like a baby barf at first. And then it like just kept going. And I was like,
it was bad.
And then I felt like I was like uncontrolled. Like, it was just like,
And I don't want to be the guy to like,
sorry, this is probably like TMI. Like, sorry, this is like, we're getting a little bit too descriptive.
I don't want to be the guy to be like, no, you need to go down and scuba dive.
Yeah.
But also, I'm like,
But you would never do that.
But I know if you get on the boat, you're just going to keep feeling the waves and you're just going to get more and more sick.
But in my head, honestly, when I said I'm done, I'm like, take me back to land. Like, that's what I was thinking. And then whenever you guys were like, honestly, like, it's going to be much better if you just go down. In my head, I was like, oh, actually, I don't think they can leave. Like, I don't even think even if they wanted to, they could leave. Everyone else would have to get on the boat because this is the only boat out here. They can't just leave all the people scuba diving because what if something happens to them? Like, so they can't take me back because I'm sick. Like, I'm not, so when they told me that, I was like, oh, because thank God, because if I would have got back on that boat and they were like, oh no, we have to wait till everybody else comes up, I would have been like, I'm getting back in the water.
Yeah, you actually thought they were going to leave us and to take you back?
Well, I was like mid vomiting. Like, I was like literally like I didn't feel good. So I'm like, I'm done. I can feel like tears. Like, that's how bad it was. Like, and I've gotten motion sickness before. Like, I've gotten nauseous on boats before, a lot actually. But like, I've never thrown up before, like ever. And to be throwing up with like a 25-pound freaking tank on your back and all these weights and this vest and these goggles on and like this, like all this stuff.
Snorkel.
And the water is just like, that pissed me off. But
no, it sounded bad. But she was a trooper and she went down. Yeah. And so she went down like 40 feet and we did our compass test. Yeah. So we have to like, we have to understand direction.
We're getting scuba, like our scuba diving.
Our open water certification.
Certification, yeah.
Yeah, so we can dive. She did her compass. She did it good too. We were on the same team, so. Yeah. I helped. Yeah. But.
You're so sweet.
It was really good. And then she got back to the top. It was probably like a good 45-minute dive too.
Really?
Yeah, it was a good amount of time.
I guess it didn't feel that long.
It just went quick because we were busy.
It did. Yeah, that's true because we were doing stuff.
We were doing stuff. And it wasn't until other people started doing the compass stuff that it was like, that's when you started getting sick because we were just waiting.
And I'm sitting there and all of a sudden I just feel myself like just breathing really, really heavy. Sorry, that was probably like really loud in the microphone. But
and diving, it's not like you could just swim straight up to the surface.
Yeah,
if you're 40 feet down, you have to equalize and you have to have a rest period before you get back to the top when you're a certain depth down.
Yeah.
And so we had to take like what is it, a 5 minute?
It wasn't that long.
Yeah, I think it's a 3 minute. Yeah, it's a 3 minute break before you get to the top. Yeah. You got to stop like 15 feet down for like 3 minutes and then go up. When Kalia got to the top, it was done. She was back at it again.
Right back at throwing up as soon as she got up there.
Yeah, so we're going to spare y'all the details of that one.
I mean, I don't know if we did spare you any details.
She skipped the next dive, and then the last dive she went. And that was a whole nother thing. Her shoulder popped out. Yeah. And
the current, so just right in there, just told him you didn't even build up to the
because I mean, I hope y'all seen the video you've seen already. The video.
If not, sorry, we just spoiled it for you. But go watch the video though, because intense. We actually got it all on video, which is crazy.
I thought we were gonna get like washed out to sea.
Yeah, it was actually. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Like
I was swimming as hard as I could.
It was definitely a scary moment. Like it went from being all happy-go-lucky to like, oh crap, like, and it just because of the current. Like if and the current's what popped my shoulder out of place. Like if it would have just been just my shoulder, then it would not have been bad. Because everyone, like, it would not have been that bad. It was still bad because I was literally passing out on the boat. Like that's how much pain I was in. Y'all go watch the video.
If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Cause boy, that was a whole incident. That was crazy.
Yeah, my shoulder's still hurting from that. I heard it playing soccer a few years ago, and it's just never healed. And honestly, it's just gotten worse.
So her shoulder's messed up.
Yeah.
And then we go on a birthday trip with our friends.
The weekend after that, after we get back, we got back Monday. So that weekend, we got back on a Monday, I think.
Mm-hmm. And we Tuesday, just go on a paintball
5 days later
game on Saturday morning, and Khalid got a black eye.
Yeah, I got beat up for sure. Y'all can't really see it that well because I did put makeup on because I'm sick of looking at myself with a black eye. But so I wore makeup today. But
still got your arm?
Yeah, which you guys can probably see. Is it healing? Can you even see it?
Oh my god! She got beat up. Okay, I don't know if she bruises easy or what. That's from a paintball.
No, that's actually crazy.
Like, that looks like you got hit by a softball.
When it first happened, I had checked my arm when we got back because I was wearing a hoodie, and when we got back, I checked, and it was actually like it was really small. Like it was probably like that big, smaller than that, literally size of the paintball, and it was just a little bruise. It was like, dang, like you got like you're bruised up already. Like, kid you not. 30 seconds after we got out. Mm-hmm. But then we left the place and I checked again and it was like the size of a golf ball. And then later on that night, it was like it covered my like entire forearm. Which was crazy.
It really was crazy.
It looks a lot worse than how it feels though. I promise you. It doesn't feel like that bad.
She walked into a house, got shot in her arm, turned around because it hurt and hit somebody. Oh, yeah. She ran into somebody and then got a black eye.
Yeah, my mask, I like headbutted like them. Yeah, so basically the moral of the story is that I feel very unathletic here recently. I have gotten more injuries in the past 2 weeks than I feel like I have my entire collegiate soccer career. So, yeah. I need to get back in the gym. Speaking of gym, what are we working on this weekend?
What are we working on this weekend? You tell me what you got. The garage?
I hope so. I really want to.
Girl, I hope so too. We need to.
No, like, I'm not hoping so. We are going to do that.
We're trying to do a home gym, but it's hard to do a home gym when you got a disaster in the garage. We got to paint the walls. I've never understood why people do white strips in the garage. Why do people just do white paint strips across? They'll do like one white line across.
Do we have that in our garage?
Yes.
Oh, we do. That is interesting.
Why didn't you just paint all the walls white? Why did you just do one strip white? To show me what it could be? Like, what are you... Thanks, I guess. Like, what are you doing? It's crazy.
Actually, okay, back to paintball because that was very random. But did you ever go paintballing as a kid growing up?
Yeah. I went all the time, actually. Well, not all the time.
Like,
but
you went to paintball places or like...
Not paintball places, but my friend's house.
Okay.
Because growing up in the country, it's like, you have the space.
Yeah.
So we would just be in the woods and we'd have paintball guns.
How old were you?
Doing our thing. 14 years old plus.
Oh. And you guys would have masks and stuff, or?
Yeah, mask, paintball guns, and you're doing your thing.
Yeah.
It's sometimes you're on a 4-wheeler, sometimes you're on a. Yeah, imagine.
That's crazy.
Imagine playing paintball.
Paintball on a 4-wheeler.
But you got a guy driving.
Oh, and the person behind.
You're in the back.
Wait, so that means who's getting hit is the driver, most likely.
Maybe. The driver could get hit, or you could just be flying past somebody and just flame them up. But also you'd use like trash can lids as shields. Oh, so you could drive and hold a trash can shield and...
That's crazy.
You get creative. Because it's free game.
What? That is so cool.
Yeah.
It sounds very dangerous though. But.
Very dangerous. Probably not smart, but I mean, none of us really are. We're 14.
My first time paintballing was literally with you for my birthday, and then we went for a second time the other week. But like I was never allowed to like do any of that stuff growing up. Not even my brothers. Like I come from a military family, and so like my dad was not about that. Like about playing with guns. Like wanted us to know guns and to be good with guns and to know how to use guns properly and to be safe, but like never wanted us as kids to think like a gun could be a toy. Yeah. And so like we were never allowed to have Nerf guns. We were never allowed to, until I think maybe the boys got, I mean, I never really cared about it that much, but like until we got to a certain age.
And that makes sense. I mean, when you put it like that, it's like, yeah, a gun is not a toy. So any version of a gun, yeah, you shouldn't be playing with or shooting at somebody.
Yeah.
In this day and age, people are playing Fortnite and Call of Duty, and they're shooting people and doing all kind of stuff. So,
yeah,
that's kind of interesting now. I wonder how much that plays a part.
I mean, honestly, for our kids, like, I don't think that they're going to. I don't think they're not like going to be allowed to go to paintballing.
Yeah, paintball's a little bit much. There's just too many people that are irresponsible that will shoot you if you don't have a mask on, like on accident, just because they're not paying attention.
Tell them about literally what happened this past weekend.
This guy brought his daughter, and they were outside of the zone, and he had his mask on, but he was telling her to put her mask on. And when he got up close to her to tell her to put her mask on, she had the gun pointed at him and shot him in the neck, like point blank, like
closer than what we are right now.
it was crazy because I heard her paintball go off and hit him in the neck, and he went to the ground. I was like, oh no.
I honestly thought that he might have got in like he had a mask on, so like his reaction made me think that maybe it was in the eye or something, but I saw that he had a mask on, so I was like, where did he get hit? Like,
yeah, no, I don't trust that people are going to be safe at a paintball place. I wouldn't have my kids there. I
felt so nervous just us being around other people, because even when that happened, I mean, I had my mask on, but we were pretty close in the vicinity when that happened. And when I heard it go off, it scared me too, because we were in a zone where like you should have the thing covering your gun. Like it should be on safety. Your gun should be pointed down. Like, and
I just realized, I don't know if we can even say that on YouTube. I don't know if we need to say pew-pews. Where we're from, the way we were raised, everybody has them. So it's like, you better understand them. You need to know how they operate, how to be safe with them, how to respect them.
Dang, now you have me really thinking about that. I'm like, does that all need to be bleeped out, like us using that?
Maybe. It's
not like TikTok. Like, I feel like TikTok is more.
Speaking about TikTok.
Oh my gosh, yes.
That's a topic right now, ain't it?
Jeez. All this stuff about TikTok being banned. If you don't know, apparently TikTok is going to get banned. And this has been going on for like over a year now. Like I remember hearing about it so many times, and honestly, every time I heard about it, I would just roll my eyes. I'm like, it's not gonna happen. They've tried to do it so many different times. And I never believed it was going to happen. But this time, honestly, I'm like 95% sure it's probably going to get banned. Like, which is crazy, because I'm not sure if like you guys started watching us like on YouTube or on TikTok or whatnot, but like we started our social media on TikTok. Like that's where we originally started making content. So it's like, it's kind of crazy to see like that is our like biggest platform, and like where we do make majority of our, like, we have sponsorships on like Instagram and stuff, but like that is where we make majority of our income from when it comes to social media. So it is kind of crazy to think not only that, not even just the sponsorships, but like the community that we've built, like the people who know us, like, and how we become who we are on social media is because of like TikTok.
Yeah, like, which is crazy to me also, because full transparency, like, I'm not the biggest fan of TikTok.
Yeah, here TikTok, recently
TikTok is like, it's like you for a while it was like you blow up and you make some videos and they blow up, they go viral pretty easy, and you gain a lot of followers. At some point that stopped happening. Like you could post all you wanted, the algorithms changed so much, and now I feel like they prioritize TikTok Shop over everything. But I'm scrolling and it's like every like fourth or fifth scroll is a TikTok Shop thing.
Yeah,
I'm not shopping. I'm trying to enjoy my TikTok. Like, I'm trying to enjoy my feed. I'm not trying to get sold something. I feel like they got too much into the shop.
I mean, granted, yes, but also at the same time, I feel like if we were to talk to other creators who, even with all that going on, stayed consistent, would say otherwise. Because I think what happened with us too is that we fell off on TikTok and prioritized like Instagram and start prioritizing YouTube, and so we stopped being super consistent on TikTok. And so that kind of like made it worse too. But not only that, I feel like if we would have kept at that, then maybe we wouldn't be in this boat that we are right now with TikTok and how we feel about it. But like,
I still feel the same about TikTok. I feel like even if we were consistent, it's just the amount that how often that they switch up to a different algorithm, and how often, and now that they're at the TikTok Shop, it's just too salesy for me. It's not fun anymore. I feel like I'm always getting something shoved in my face that somebody's trying to sell me. And it's like, hey, everybody, I've been using this. You want white teeth? Try this oil pulling. It's like every time I get on TikTok, I'm so tired of that. It used to be fun. It used to be fun on TikTok.
Babe, I'm not even gonna lie. I can't even just like blame TikTok on that. I disagree because if that was the case, then like some of these other creators that we follow and look up to, like they have stayed consistent and they have posts like.
Are you saying they're growing the same that they were?
Yes, still growing, like for sure. I don't know. Maybe
I'm not worried about the growth. I'm literally talking about my experience on it, not the growth.
Yeah, and I'm saying like I think that we don't spend as much time on TikTok either, like scrolling.
But every time I do, I'm getting sold and oil pulling.
But I think that's because one, I bought the oil pulling off of TikTok a few times. Yes. How do you think that I bought the oil pulling that we have?
So you're the problem. Every time I get on TikTok, they're trying to sell me some oil pulling.
I've bought multiple things off TikTok.
Golly. They're targeting us because of you. I ain't never bought. I ain't thought. I ain't never been on TikTok Shop.
Babe.
And here I
he's over here slandering TikTok Shop, and I'm like, I've literally, you know, the thing that's in my car right now, the little phone thing.
I gotta start looking at our bank statements.
You know my little phone?
Because that's crazy.
You know my little phone thing that's on the car?
No.
I got that from TikTok Shop.
No.
So you love that thing though, isn't it great?
Golly. Isn't it great? I thought Amazon was a problem. TikTok Shop.
Okay, I haven't bought that much stuff off of TikTok Shop though. I've bought a few things, but I've not bought that much stuff. I haven't bought that much stuff.
What was that pause?
Because I was about to just give away a lot of stuff because clearly you didn't really know. I thought you did know, but you didn't. I don't know why I would think that you would know.
My goodness.
But yeah, that's why I'm like, and you keep bringing up the oil pulling, and I'm like, well, maybe keep showing up because I bought it multiple times.
So why do they keep showing us? We already bought it.
And I'm not gonna lie, I've watched multiple, but I think probably because I sit there and I watch the videos sometimes. At least I used to. I don't really anymore because I know that it works. Oil pulling, y'all, if you haven't yet tried it, Try it. I love it. It's amazing. After you just do it at least like a few times, because the first time the texture is very weird. But like, I love it.
You know
my
what?
teeth have gotten whiter with it. Like,
hold on.
You use it all the time too.
You know what? We're gonna put that on our TikTok shop. Buy it from our TikTok shop. Because we're salesmen now, just like everybody else on TikTok shop.
But that stuff works, and you know it. Don't even sit here in front because you be using it all the time with me.
It works if you're consistent.
Yes, if you're consistent. Whenever we were consistent with it, our
this is not a
whiter.
sale. I promise this is not a sale. But if you're consistent, yes.
But yeah, I bought a few things off of TikTok shop, so maybe that's just why you always see it.
Well, I can't stand it. I'm trying to escape. I'm trying to get on, and I'm trying to scroll. I'm trying to laugh. I'm trying to enjoy my time.
I mean, but if it wasn't for TikTok shop, you would have never known about oil pulling.
Somehow, some way, I feel like I would have known.
No, I don't think so.
But
I've never seen it on Instagram.
With TikTok ending, it's so interesting how it's going to turn out, because everybody's going to get funneled into Instagram and YouTube, because those are going to be the other big two. Or
there's going to be some new app that's going to come out.
Maybe. I just don't know. I doubt it.
Yeah, that's true.
It'll take a while before something else comes up.
You think like another... So, okay, I don't even know if... Okay, maybe we should explain to them, because maybe they don't even know. Maybe they have no idea. Maybe some people like, okay, wait, I'm actually curious. Do you guys like watch us? Like, are you guys solely just on YouTube? Like, if you're listening to the podcast right now, then obviously you listen to our podcast, or at least you're listening to this podcast. Do you guys even watch us on TikTok? Do you know that we have TikTok? Because I realize that a lot of people, why are you smiling at me like that?
I just want you to finish your sentence before you start another sentence. You'd be like, do y'all even like, wait, have you watched our TikTok? If this is your first time seeing us on YouTube, don't go watch our TikTok.
That's not even what I said, first of all.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I don't even know what
I was going to say. Go to Instagram. Because I enjoy Instagram. I think Instagram's pretty aesthetic. I like the way it is. And if TikTok gets banned, wow. That's going to be big. A lot of people... It is sad, because you made a good point the other day when you said that. You were like, a lot of people are going to lose out on, like, their companies.
Yes. There's so many people who started
a company off of TikTok.
Small businesses that their income is solely off of that. Mm-hmm. Like, thank God that we're blessed to, like, you still have, like, a full-time job, and, like, social media is my full-time job, but, like, if social media was to disappear, at least, and we all know that's never going to happen, but if it was completely to all disappear tomorrow, then you still have, a job to, like, support us and whatnot. But yeah,
some people are going to have...
Some people, that is their income, that is their job, that is their full-time job, is selling, like, I'm not even talking about TikTok shop. I'm talking about, like, they have grown their business because they promoted it on TikTok. Mm-hmm. Like, they get sales because they post on TikTok.
They formulated some kind of oil pulling thing. Seriously though. No, but seriously.
Oh my gosh.
They have grown their whole business on TikTok.
I mean, whenever I had my candle company, like, that's how I grew mine. I would not have had the success I did with my candle company if it wasn't for TikTok. So,
well, if TikTok goes away, I'm sure we'll find a way to adapt. Hopefully everybody else does too.
It's going to be interesting. I'm excited though.
It'll be interesting to see the shuffle.
I low-key kind of hope it gets banned. Kind of.
Yeah.
Not really. I'm not going to lose sleep regardless, because I know God's got us regardless, so we'll be fine. And God's got everyone regardless, so. But it will be sad. It'll be sad because it's like a community that we have built. Like that's where we started. Like, that's sad. Like,
that is where we started. I hope that you find us on Instagram or YouTube. What else you got written down on your little Samsung?
Guys, I got a new tablet. James and I have matching ones. We have something super exciting coming up next week, y'all. Mm-hmm. And honestly, it probably will be the next podcast, if not the podcast after that. Next week, we're going somewhere, and we'll be able to talk about it then. So actually, if you're not following us on Instagram, then you should, because you'll be able to find out what it is that we're talking about right now next week. When will it be? When do we go? Tuesday?
Tuesday evening.
Yeah.
What else we got on the agenda for today?
Oh, I wrote down a question that I wanted to ask you. Actually, no. Wait. You asked me this earlier.
The dog question?
Yeah.
Yeah. I asked Claire, I was like, if you were to say I was a breed of dog, like, which dog would I be? How did I word that? I feel like I worded it better than that.
He asked me earlier, he was like, if I was a dog, what breed would I be? And he was annoying me at the time. I told him he would be a yapper dog because he doesn't ever shut up. Because he would not be quiet. He just kept talking and talking and talking.
That's crazy.
Oh my gosh. But okay, what dog would I be? If I was a dog, what breed would I be? What do you think? Don't be rude. Because your face right now is saying that you want to have a rude comment.
No, I don't want to.
Don't be racist.
I don't want to get canceled.
I knew it. I knew it.
I don't want to get canceled.
Oh, I can't wait.
A black lab.
First of all, I was going to say a chocolate lab.
Ooh, a chocolate lab.
Ooh, you're real racist.
Are they called chocolate labs or black labs?
First of all, there's chocolate labs and there's black labs.
I ain't never had one. I don't know.
I've had a chocolate. Coda, what do you mean?
That ain't my dog.
But you knew Coda. Coda was my childhood dog, chocolate lab.
Okay, I would see you as a chocolate lab.
You a black lab for real?
Okay, what would you see me as? Please say something offensive.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you want it. I'm sure you want me to soften your blow. I feel like you're not one particular dog. I think like you have multiple like you're like a certain dog, but you have personalities of like other dogs too.
Do explain, because I'm curious on that.
Like I think your main one isn't Golden Retriever, though, because Golden Retriever is just... Actually, you know what?
They're too stupid.
I will give you Golden Retriever.
Don't.
I will, because they are... I was about to say they're pretty, like... Which you are pretty. So, like... Wow, they're pretty, and they're just, like, always happy, and they probably just never really leave you alone. I used to have a Golden Retriever.
So you're saying I'm pretty, I'm happy, and I don't leave you alone?
Yeah, you just like kind of like pestering a lot sometimes. Like you just don't shut up. You just have too much energy sometimes. I'm just like, bro.
No, I will say every time I get home from work, I'm like, finally. And then I get to talk to you.
You would think you'd get home and he'd just be like, want to chill. Because that's how I'm at that point in my day, where I'm just like, okay, let's sit down and just like chill.
But when I get home, I'm like, you know what? I haven't talked to my best friend all day. Let's yap.
That sounds so sweet. Good for you.
But you don't want to yap.
No, sometimes I do want to yap. Most of the time, I do want to yap. However, you be catching me on some days where I'm just like, bruh. Or no, it's not even that. It's really when I'm just like super focused on something. It's really just when I'm like really like trying to focus on something. You just have all the energy. I can't wait for us to have kids, because guess what? I'm sending them to you. On those days
with me.
when cool, you don't have you're gonna be. See, that's why we're the perfect match.
I'm Kenai's play buddy.
Like, no, he really is.
You don't ever play with Kenai.
Same time every day, Kenai runs to come or it's like around 2.
He gets ready.
It's like certain time of the day. I don't even know. It varies, but there's around a certain time of the day every day where Kenai gets like the zoomies and he just wants to play, and it's because that's around the time that James plays with him. It's actually funny. It's like crazy.
Like when I walk through the door, I'm like, Kenai, and we start playing. So he He gets ready for it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how I'm gonna be with our kids too, though.
I think so too. But you also have like, I want to say Chihuahua because they're just like they just keep going.
No, you didn't.
So that's why I said like a golden retriever mixed with a Chihuahua, but like characteristic of a Chihuahua is just like the yapping part of it. Yeah, that's you.
A golden retriever and a Chihuahua? That's wild.
You know what you are? A golden doodle with a yapping Chihuahua golden doodle.
Clea's capping right now. She's doing this for y'all. There's no way. That's wild.
And I'm a black lab. Chocolate lab.
Everybody loves labs, though. Labs are really sweet, which you are. They're very loyal, which you are. I feel like labs are like America's dog. Like, they're just iconic. It's a lab. Everybody loves a lab. I think they
are actually low-key. It's either that or golden retrievers that are classified as that.
They're so nice, I'm just kidding, babe. Sweet, loyal, like the whole, every great thing. They're a little bit all over the place.
Every dog's all over the place. So what dog isn't all over the place? No, I'm just kidding. You're
true.
A golden retriever, honestly. Because you are just literally like the happiest. Like, you're just in such a good mood all the time. Even when you shouldn't be in a good mood, you're in a good mood. Even when I'm not in a good mood, you're in a good mood. Like, even when I probably don't deserve for you to be in a good mood because of my mood, you're in a good mood. Which is literally a golden retriever, so.
I'll take it. It's better than a Chihuahua, man.
You're just an energetic golden retriever who just wants to play all the time.
Well, is there anything else you want to yap about? That's about it.
You don't want to yap about anything else?
Girl, I'm hungry.
What do you want to eat?
I ain't figured that out yet.
Did we pick up food earlier?
No, we should have.
Yes, we did. Ew, we went to McDonald's. Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed every time I say it. But it was actually
McDonald's
so
not bad. I don't care what everybody says.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know what's in McDonald's? Do you know what's in your shampoo? Like there's bad so things in everything. I'm cool with McDonald's. McDonald's, I know it's bad. At least they admit it. What's in Chick-fil-A?
Keep that same energy. When you love to get on to me about, he'll be scrolling on social media, all of a sudden it'll be this video and it's like, the most toxic thing in your household is the fragrances from your candles and the fragrances in all things, the smell good things in your home. And James would be like, look, he's like, all that stuff, all those candles, those scents are just so bad for you. Said, and what I always say, there's so many other things that are so much worse for you. And look what you just said. You just used
McDonald's owns it though. McDonald's knows that they're bad. They don't hide it. They have a whole couple documentaries about how bad they are.
That's not bad.
But if I have McDonald's, but if I have McDonald's once,
no, you did not just give McDonald's credit for the
once a month. That's really not that bad.
No.
I don't have them all the time.
Okay, but you used to.
Once a month.
You used to.
I will crave a nice double quarter pounder. No onions, no pickles, with a hot mustard to dip that thing in with a large fry.
Disgusting.
Come on now. That's nice. But if I have to smell a fragrance every time I walk in the door, it's the incremental, daily, slowly poison you.
It's be smelling good though.
Mm-hmm. Just like that double quarter pounder tastes good. If I had it every day, it'd happen a lot faster.
Not you giving McDonald's credit for the hate movies that were made about them.
No, I'm just saying they make cheap food.
They didn't make those documentaries. I'm pretty sure someone made it about them.
They make cheap food. You know it's cheap food.
Not
you know
cheap
that
anymore.
It's bad for you. But I don't know how much worse McDonald's is than Chick-fil-A.
That's true. I've actually heard recently that Chick-fil-A is
just because they treat you good don't mean that it's good.
But I love Chick-fil-A. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Chick-fil-A is
really good.
Just because they say my pleasure doesn't mean that It's
but
good
it does
food
make
for
it better.
you.
It makes
It makes
the food.
what?
It makes the food taste better. Genuinely, good
Their
customers.
Their waffle fries are great.
Amazing.
Chick-fil-A sauce, great.
Do you not agree?
How good is it though?
Do you not agree that like good customer service makes like your experience and your food taste better?
I don't know if it makes
it can. It doesn't
better.
Not necessarily like all the time.
I had the best waiter in the world. If that food sucks, I'm not going back.
No, but it makes it a little. It doesn't make it. It don't taste as bad, right? You can't even say. You can't even. You know for sure. You have a great waiter. You barely notice that your food came out just a little bit colder than normal.
If the temperature's different, all right, I can get past it.
Okay. I'm speaking to someone who eats cold food all the time.
I would if I'm hungry.
James never warms up his food.
Wait. That's unfair. I warm up my food every now and then.
Yes, it's so right.
My problem is
every now and then.
When I'm on a mission, I don't take the time to like. Okay, now I gotta wait here for 1:30 and watch this thing go in circle.
What did you eat the other day that like you didn't? I was looking at you crazy because I'm like,
I didn't warm it up.
Yes, and I'm like, I understand grabbing like a slice of pizza from the fridge and not warming it up. Yeah, like okay, cool, whatever. Like I'm gonna probably still warm it up. Like I'm not 5 years old and like I'm not in.
Wait, you want to know where this stemmed from? Because I know exactly.
Okay, wait. But what did you didn't warm up something the other day, and I was like, that's crazy not to warm that up.
I don't know what it was.
Like there's some things that you just need to warm up. Like
no, there's things I would not eat cold for sure.
Like what?
Like fish. I feel like I have to eat fish hot.
You're not probably reheating fish though. What fish have you ever reheated? Fish catfish. Is also one of those things that you just shouldn't.
Catfish for sure.
Fried catfish.
Oh yeah, I'd warm that up.
Would you?
I would definitely.
You seem like you're trying to convince.
You're making me hungry right now. Are you kidding me? If I didn't eat all my fried catfish, I would put that in the to-go box, take it home, and I'd eat it later. All this started because I did not want to wake everybody up in the house.
Where?
Growing up.
Oh, you're nice. I just was very quiet with the microwave. I'm gonna warm my food.
You try to beat that 1 to 0.
You just
open it up. You're trying to press as little buttons as possible. If you got like the minute button on your microwave, you're like, boop.
I'm dead.
So I got to a point. Cold bacon. Cold bacon is nice. Mama used to fry bacon up, and then she put it down, and whatever we didn't eat for breakfast, she put it in the container, put it in the fridge, and you just go in later and just. It was good. Don't judge me. Don't you judge me.
That's patience.
Yeah.
All it takes is, 30 seconds, 15 seconds in the microwave. That's it.
Yeah. I don't know. When it comes to food, man, I just want to eat. Boy, that just got scary, actually. I thought about maybe when I'm older, I might be a big boy. Wait, what? I need to build some patience. You're right about that.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, I think we yapped for long enough. So hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Thank you for tuning in once again to Be On The Feed.
Yes, we appreciate you guys. We appreciate all the lovely feedback. You guys are so sweet. And honestly just makes us even more excited to, sit down and chat with you guys. And yeah.
As always, leave us comments on what y'all want us to talk about, because since this is kind of new to us, we're trying to figure it out on what to talk about. We're trying to come up with lists and stuff, but if we know what y'all want to hear.
Sometimes, yeah. We love you guys. Be kind to one another. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye.